Imagine a farm. A red barn, a green tractor, a farmer in overalls. That picture is classic, but it's becoming a little outdated. A new kind of farm is taking root. The internet robots, drones flying overhead. Smart agriculture, precision agriculture, ag tech. It's not about replacing the farmer, it's about giving the farmer superpowers. Smart farming uses tech to collect data, analyze it, and make better decisions. Being incredibly precise, this technological shift on the farm isn't just a cool new trend for farmers, it's a critical development for everyone who eats. Let's face the numbers. The world's population is growing, nearly 10 billion by 2050. All those people need to eat. We'll need to produce about 60% more food than we do today. The challenge is, we have to do it with less available land, less fresh water, and a changing climate that makes farming more unpredictable than ever. We simply can't keep farming the old way. Smart agriculture isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for global food security. For farmers, the benefits are immediate and personal. Farming is a tough business with tight profit margins. Every drop of water, every gallon of fuel, every pound of fertilizer costs money. Use tech to reduce waste, improve the bottom line. GPS-guided sprayer cuts chemical use by 10% or more. Soil moisture sensors avoid unnecessary watering, save water and pumping electricity. These savings can be the difference between profit and loss. Farms become more resilient to bad weather and more economically sustainable. Beyond the farm gate, the ripple effects are huge. Fewer farm chemicals, less runoff into rivers, lakes, and drinking water. Better water quality protects fragile aquatic ecosystems. Using less farm water leaves more in reservoirs and aquifers for cities and nature. Agriculture is the single largest user of fresh water. Efficiency gains are massive wins. Smart farming reduces the environmental footprint of food. Consumers benefit. Ultimately, this builds a more sustainable, resilient food system. We are all stakeholders. We depend on farmers for meals and stewardship of vast land. By supporting smart practices, we keep land productive for generations. Food security, water scarcity, environmental protection. It's about abundant, affordable food, grown with respect for the planet. Smarter farming means a healthier future for all of us. Let's get specific. How does this technology actually work on a farm? One of the most visible and exciting tools is the agricultural drone. Think of it as a scout in the sky. These aren't just for taking pretty pictures. They are equipped with advanced cameras and sensors that can see things the human eye can't. A drone can fly over hundreds of acres in a matter of minutes, systematically collecting a massive amount of data. It can be programmed to follow a precise flight path, ensuring that every inch of the field is mapped and analyzed. The farmer doesn't have to spend hours or even days walking the fields. The drone does it for them, faster and more thoroughly. The real magic is in the type of information these drones collect. They often use multispectral or thermal sensors. A multispectral sensor can capture light in wavelengths beyond what we can see, like near-infrared. That shows plant health differences clearly. A healthy, well-hydrated plant in NIR versus a stressed plant suffering drought or disease. By processing this data, the drone can create a detailed color-coded map, often days or weeks before visible stress shows up. The farmer can look at the map on their tablet and see a red patch. That red patch indicates stressed plants. Is it a pest infestation, a nutrient deficiency, an irrigation leak? The map tells the farmer exactly where to go. Instead of randomly checking plants, they go straight to the problem area. That saves huge time and enables early intervention. The drone acts as an early warning system. Fix small problems before they get expensive, and the drone's job doesn't have to end with scouting. Once a problem area is identified, say invasive weeds, a specialized drone can be sent out to spray a small, precise amount of herbicide directly onto that patch. It's a move from broadcast spraying to a surgical strike. Spot spraying cuts chemical use dramatically, which is better for the environment, safer for farm workers, and cheaper for the farmer. While drones give us a bird's-eye view, some of the most important action in smart farming is happening unseen, deep in the soil. This is the realm of the in-ground sensor. These small, often wireless devices are the nervous system of the smart farm, buried at different depths across a field, acting as constant, silent monitors, measuring the vital signs of the soil moisture levels, temperature, Nutrient content: nitrogen, phosphorus. A 24/7 soil lab, reporting to the farmer. Continuous data at the roots. Biggest use: irrigation management. Water equals precious and expensive. Traditional watering, fixed schedules or topsoil feel, is inefficient. Water wasted leads to fungal disease. Wait too long and plant stress, yields drop. Soil moisture sensors remove the guesswork with precise measurements of water available to roots. Data is sent wirelessly to a central computer or smartphone. The farmer views a simple moisture graph, set alerts and get a text when a zone falls below threshold. Often automated, sensors talk to irrigation. Sensors detect dryness and automatically trigger sprinklers or drip lines, deliver just the right water to that zone, and shut off when optimal. Closed loop, no waste. Beyond water, measure soil salinity, detect key nutrients. Enables fertigation, precise fertilizer via irrigation. Sensors show low nitrogen in one area. Inject a small amount of liquid nitrogen for that zone. Prevents over-application and reduces cost. It also reduces nitrogen pollution in waterways. Farmers listening to soil grow healthier crops and a healthier planet. The next frontier in smart agriculture looks like something straight out of a movie: robots. But these aren't humanoid robots with straw hats. They are highly specialized machines designed to perform specific, often repetitive, farm tasks with incredible precision and endurance. We're beginning to see a new generation of autonomous and semi-autonomous robots, rolling, crawling, and working their way through fields and orchards. These agricultural robots, sometimes called agbots, are being developed to handle planting, weeding, harvesting, and milking. Their purpose isn't to replace farmers, but to take over the dull, dirty, and difficult jobs, freeing farmers to focus on strategic management. One of the most promising areas is weeding. It's a constant battle, especially in organic systems where chemical herbicides aren't an option. It's labor-intensive, time-consuming, and expensive. Enter the weeding robot. These are often small, lightweight, solar-powered machines that can autonomously navigate between rows of crops. Using cameras and artificial intelligence, they distinguish between a crop plant, like a head of lettuce, and a weed. Once a weed is identified, the robot can eliminate it with tiny mechanical hose, a high-powered laser, or a microdose of herbicide applied directly to the leaf. Harvesting delicate crops like strawberries, apples, and tomatoes has relied on careful hands. The work is seasonal, strenuous, and labor is scarce. Robotic harvesters use 3D cameras and AI to identify ripe fruit. Then soft grippers gently pluck and place them into containers, working day and night, rain or shine. In the dairy barn, robotic milking systems allow cows to decide when to be milked. A robot uses lasers and sensors to identify and sanitize teats, then attaches milking cups. While milking, the system tracks milk volume, quality, and health. Early infection signs trigger alerts. Less stress for cows, better health outcomes, and more efficient milking. From the field to the barn, robots bring efficiency, precision, and data to the farm. All of this amazing technology, the drones, the sensors, the robots, is generating something incredibly valuable: data. Mountains of it. But data by itself is just a bunch of numbers. The real revolution is how that data is managed, analyzed, and turned into simple, actionable advice. This is where farm management software and smartphone apps come in. They act as the central brain of the smart farm, integrating information into one easy-to-use platform. A farmer can sit at their kitchen table with a cup of coffee and a tablet and get a complete overview of their entire operation. A dashboard for the farm. On one screen, soil moisture data, the latest drone-derived crop health map, the current market price for corn, and a 10-day weather forecast. The software connects the dots, overlaying crop health with soil data to reveal that stressed plants sit where soil is consistently too dry. It's no longer just a red spot on a map, it's a diagnosed irrigation problem to fix. Use the software to create a variable rate fertilizer prescription based on soil tests and historical yield data. The GPS-guided spreader applies more where needed and less where rich. Every action is recorded automatically. How much seed was planted, where it went, fertilizer used, and yields by section. Smartphone apps democratize smart farming. A farmer doesn't need to be a computer scientist. Interfaces are intuitive, with simple graphics, alerts, and recommendations. Pest pressure is high in Field B. Scout this afternoon. Heavy rain in 48 hours. Delay irrigation. Big data analytics, right in the farmer's pocket. This puts the power of insight into the hands of farmers, turning their phone into the most versatile tool they own. It's technology that serves the farmer, not the other way around. So, what is the cumulative effect of all this technology? The bottom line, farmers can grow more food using fewer resources. Sustainable intensification, the holy grail of modern agriculture. Increase yields on land we already farm, instead of clearing forests or converting prairies. Smart farming optimizes every input. Water, fertilizer, pesticides, all applied with surgical precision. Waste drops dramatically, results can be staggering. Precision irrigation with soil moisture sensors can cut water use by 20–40% or more, and improve yields by avoiding stress. In a world of growing water scarcity, this matters. Variable rate fertilizer applies nutrients only where needed, cutting use by about 30% or more, saving farmers money and protecting waterways. Drones and AI-powered weeders can slash herbicide use up to 90%. Not spraying 100 acres, maybe 1 or 2. Big biodiversity wins and protection for beneficial insects and soil microbes. Lower resistance risk. Happier consumers worried about residues. Robots take the hardest jobs, making farming more attractive. Fewer workplace injuries. GPS-guided tractors optimize routes, use less fuel, and lower carbon emissions. Healthier, precision-managed soils store more carbon. Farms become part of the climate solution. It's not one gadget, it's a system. More productive, more profitable, more in sync with the natural environment, a true win-win-win. While the promise of smart agriculture is immense, the road to a high-tech farming future is not without its bumps. The most significant barrier is initial cost. A sophisticated drone with multispectral sensors, a fleet of soil moisture probes, even a robotic harvester. For small family farms on thin margins, the price can be prohibitive, despite long-term savings. This risks a digital divide. Large corporate farms adopt and accelerate, smaller farms fall behind. Education and support are critical. Farmers are experts in agronomy, mechanics, and business, but may not be experts in data science or robotics. Implementing smart tools requires skills. Operate a drone, interpret crop health maps, and manage farm software. If a sensor fails or software bugs out, who do they call? Rural, affordable tech support is essential. Without it, devices can gather dust. Connectivity is fundamental. The smart farm runs on data. Many key agricultural regions still lack reliable high-speed internet. Advanced sensors are useless if they can't upload to the cloud or send alerts. Without robust rural broadband, the full potential of smart agriculture can't be realized. This public policy issue affects rural economies, education, and healthcare. As farms connect, they generate vast proprietary data about land, practices, and yields. Who owns this data? The farmer, the sensor maker, or the software company? Ensuring farmers retain control over their data is essential for trust. As farms rely on connected tech, they become potential targets for cyber attacks. Protecting the food system from digital threats is a serious challenge we must address. The hurdles are real: cost, skills, connectivity, data rights, and security, but none are insurmountable. With thoughtful policy, training, and partnerships, we can ensure smart farming benefits farms of all sizes. Despite the challenges, the path forward is full of hope. The smart agriculture revolution is not a distant dream. It is happening now. Its momentum is building every day. Technologies are becoming cheaper, more powerful, and easier to use. What was once only for mega farms is becoming accessible to medium-sized and small family operations. Adoption drives measurable progress toward a more productive, sustainable, and resilient food system. This isn't just about growing food. It's cultivating a better future for our planet. The potential to address our biggest global problems makes this movement powerful. Feeding 10 billion without clearing rainforests, farms acting as carbon sinks, clean water abundant through efficient use, a technology-driven roadmap for solving hunger, climate change, and environmental degradation. A story of human ingenuity. The role of the farmer is evolving, part agronomist, part data scientist, part ecologist, part CEO. Experience and intuition amplified by unprecedented information. Technology will handle repetitive, backbreaking labor, freeing farmers to focus on strategic decisions and the health of their land. This can make farming more appealing and intellectually stimulating for a new generation. Ultimately, this is a story of optimism. We stand at a critical juncture. Across fields and barns worldwide, a quiet revolution is underway. Farmers, engineers, and scientists working together to reinvent one of humanity's oldest activities, planting the seeds of a smarter, more sustainable future. One sensor, one drone, one data point at a time. And that is a harvest that will benefit us all. For too long, we have treated our land like a factory. We have seen the soil as nothing more than dirt, a sterile medium to hold up a plant, while we pour on chemicals. We have taken and taken, without thinking about what we need to give back. But the land is not a machine. It is a living, breathing ecosystem, a complex community of life that works in perfect harmony. Regenerative farming is about remembering this fundamental truth. It is a way of farming that works with nature, not against it. It is about understanding the natural cycles and applying them to our farms and ranches. We are not just growing food, we are regenerating the very foundation of life itself. To understand why we need to regenerate, we first have to be honest about the damage that has been done. The industrial model of agriculture became dominant last century. It was built on mechanical and chemical intervention. Every time we till, we pulverize soil structure and destroy fungal networks. Tilling exposes soil to sun and wind, leading to massive erosion and loss of carbon. We were sold NPK and pesticides, a formula that bypasses soil biology and creates dependency. Over time, soil life dies off. The soil becomes compacted and lifeless. Farmers must apply even more chemicals. Costs rise as the resource base degrades. Monocultures are brittle. Fewer flowers, fewer pollinators, more pests, more sprays. Runoff pollutes water, floods worsen, droughts intensify, and soil carbon is lost. We have been mining our soils, and the bill is now coming due. We have to find a better way. The first principle of regenerating soil is to protect it. In nature, you will almost never find bare ground. We must mimic this by keeping the soil covered at all times. No-till stops tearing soil apart and preserves the home for soil biology. Plant cover and residues act like armor against wind and rain. They prevent crusting and allow water to infiltrate. Armor cools the soil and reduces evaporation. We plant diverse mixes, grasses, legumes, and broadleaf plants, to feed and protect the soil. Grasses build structure, legumes fix nitrogen, broadleaves biodrill through compaction. Plants capture sunlight and pump liquid carbon into the soil to fuel the food web. No-till plus cover crops protects and feeds the soil, jump-starting regeneration and storing carbon underground. Regenerative agriculture is not complete without the integration of animals. Grasslands co-evolved with large, moving herds. They graze intensely for a short period, then move on and allow long recovery. We replicate this with rotational, adaptive grazing. Cattle, sheep, other livestock manage to benefit land and animals. Hooves press seeds, manure and urine fertilize naturally. Frequent moves prevent overgrazing and root damage. Plants regrow vigorously, pumping more carbon to soil biology. Pasture diversity increases. Landscapes become resilient. Integrating animals closes nutrient loops and accelerates soil health. At the heart of regenerative farming is a deep appreciation for the trillions of invisible workers in the soil. A single teaspoon of healthy soil can contain more microorganisms than there are people on Earth. Bacteria, fungi, protozoa, nematodes, and earthworms power the soil food web. Our job is to create conditions for this community to thrive. Compost is not just fertilizer, it is a biological inoculant rich in diverse microbes. We manage decomposition to create stable, humus-rich material teeming with life. A thin layer is like a probiotic for soil. Brewing compost teas multiplies beneficial microbes by the billions. Applied to soil or leaves, biology protects plants better than chemical fungicides. Cover crops feed them, no-till protects their home, manure nourishes, reducing synthetic input dependence. Active soils unlock minerals and deliver nutrients, key to truly nutrient-dense food. Nature abhors a monoculture. We maximize diversity in time and space, plants and animals coexisting. Move beyond single crop fields into stacked enterprises and functions. Integrate trees with crops. Chestnuts and hazelnuts provide long-term yields. Deep roots share moisture. Shade and windbreaks reduce stress and host beneficials. Multiple yields from the same land while building soil. Silvopasture reduces heat stress, manages understory, cycles nutrients. Some trees even feed animals, creating symbiosis. Diverse cover crops, pollinator strips, and beetle banks build resilience. Integrate species in sequence to enhance nutrient cycling and pest control. If one crop fails, others buffer the shock. A diverse farm is a strong farm. These principles are being put into practice around the world, with incredible results. On our own Brown's Ranch, we shifted from high input to regenerative. No-till, cover crops, and complex livestock integration transformed our land. Soil organic matter rose from under 2% to over 6% in many fields. After an 8-inch rain, we had zero runoff. At White Oak Pastures, diverse grazing made the operation a net carbon sink. They revitalized a rural economy, employing over 180 people. Coat Hill's 100% pasture-fed dairy saw biodiversity surge and vet bills plummet. They diversified and sell direct, building a resilient business. From broadacre to smallholders, soil health brings resilience and lower inputs. Regenerative agriculture is practical, profitable, and scalable. The benefits of regenerative agriculture ripple far beyond the farm. Healthy soil acts like a giant sponge. It recharges aquifers, improves water quality, and reduces runoff. With fewer synthetic inputs, our waterways stay cleaner. Watersheds become more resilient, ecosystems healthier, and treatment costs lower. Diverse photosynthetic landscapes pull carbon from air and store it in soil aggregates. Food grown in living soil is more nutrient-dense. Vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients. Regenerative farms create jobs, lower inputs, and keep dollars local. They strengthen the fabric of rural communities. In a time of climate extremes and rising food costs, regeneration offers hope. The future of our food, our health, and our planet rests in the soil. We stand at a pivotal moment. We can continue degradation or choose partnership with nature. Regenerative principles provide a clear roadmap: sustainable, abundant, resilient, full of life. Shift from control. Consumers, we can vote with our dollars and support regenerative producers. Start small, plant a cover crop, fence a pasture, try rotational grazing, observe and adapt. Cover the soil, minimize disturbance, maximize diversity, integrate livestock, maintain living roots. Every step improves your land, your profitability, and your legacy. Dead soils come back to life, teeming with worms, fungi, and wildlife. We have the knowledge, tools, and examples. Now we need the will to change.
A proper introduction. All right, everyone, how are you doing? Let's have a little chat about something really, really important. It's all about food, my favorite subject, as you know. But we're not just talking about whipping up a lovely bit of grub in 30 minutes. We're talking about something bigger. We're talking about making sure everyone, and I mean everyone, your nan down the road, a kid on the other side of the world, has enough good, proper food to eat. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But blimey, it's a massive puzzle we've got to solve together. So, let's get stuck in and figure this out. Think about your dinner last night. Was it tasty? Did you have enough? Now, imagine going to bed with a rumbling tummy. Not because you're on a diet, but because there was simply nothing in the cupboards. That's the reality for millions of people. And honestly, it's just not right. We live on a planet that grows more than enough food to feed every single person. So the problem isn't about not having enough food. The problem is about how we share it. It's about fairness, or the lack of it. This isn't just about charity, it's about building a better, stronger world for our kids. Over the next few pages, we're going to break it all down. No confusing jargon, no complicated stuff. We'll look at what this idea of fair food for all really means, the hard facts, the places where things are going wrong, the reasons behind it all. It can be a bit of a tough topic, I won't lie, but it's one we need to face head on. Because once we understand the problem, we can start finding the solutions. And trust me, there are solutions, and they are simpler than you might think. So grab a cuppa, get comfy, and let's talk. This isn't about making you feel guilty about that extra slice of cake you had. This is about opening our eyes and our hearts. It's about understanding that the food on our plates is connected to the health of our communities, the happiness of people everywhere. It's about igniting a little spark in all of us to make a change, one small, brilliant step at a time. It's a food revolution, and everyone's invited to the party. Let's do this. So, what's all this chatter about equitable food distribution? Let's strip it back. It sounds a bit posh, but all it really means is making sure everyone has a fair chance to get the good food they need to be healthy and happy. It's not about giving everyone the exact same plate of food. Your mate Bob might love a curry while you fancy a lovely pasta. It's about making sure both of you can get fresh, nutritious ingredients, no matter your money or where you live. It's about fairness, simple as that. Imagine a massive, beautiful apple tree, absolutely loaded with juicy red apples. Now, equal distribution would be trying to give every single person 5 apples. But what if one person is a tiny baby who only needs 1, and another is feeding a family of 6 and needs 20? Equitable means looking at what people actually need. The family gets the 20 apples for a gorgeous crumble. The baby gets the 1 they can manage. Everyone gets what they need to thrive. Right, let's get real. This isn't far off. It's on our doorstep and worldwide. Let's talk about food deserts. It's easier to buy a lottery ticket than a fresh lemon. You might travel miles past fast food and snack shops just to find decent fruit and veg. For families with little kids, for older people, that's a massive challenge. It's not fair, is it? Farmers grow global staples, yet get a tiny fraction of the final price. After everyone else takes a cut, they're left struggling to feed their own families. That's bonkers. About 1/3 of food produced is lost or wasted. 1/3 perfectly edible food gets tossed. Supermarkets, restaurants, even our homes, all that energy, water, hard work, into the bin while millions go hungry. A tragedy and a scandal. Nearly 800 million people went to bed hungry last year, more than 10 times the UK's population. At the same time, obesity soars, too much of the wrong food in some places, not enough of the right food in others. The system's out of whack. So why does this happen? A massive part of the puzzle is poverty. It's the big one. When you're struggling with rent, electric and transport, food is the thing you can cut. People buy the cheapest, most filling foods, not the healthiest. Another reason, how food travels. A massive, complicated business with power in a few global hands. They control from seeds to shelf, and let's be honest, the goal is profit. Crops flow to profit, not always to people in need. It's profit over people. Conflict devastates food. Farmers can't reach fields. Roads blocked, shops destroyed. Food even used as a weapon. In places like Yemen and Sudan, children suffer not for lack of food globally, but because war and politics block it. Climate change brings floods and droughts, wrecking crops and spiking prices. Those who contributed least are hit hardest. A cruel irony. It's broken, and we need to fix it. The current system? A bit of a mess. It's a long chain. At every step, someone needs a margin. Food travels thousands of miles. Farmers get less, we pay more. Perfection standards fuel waste. Wonky but delicious produce gets rejected. Perfectly edible, delicious, nutritious, chucked for looks. We value how food looks, not how it nourishes. Food just appears, so we undervalue it and waste it. When you've watered, watched and harvested your own, you'd never throw it away. Rebuild connection to food and farmers. We rely on a few crops. A disease or bad harvest can shake global supply and prices. We used to eat more varieties, better for our health and the planet. We've prized efficiency over resilience, a gamble we can't afford to lose. Now, the good stuff. Why does this matter? Health. Food is the biggest factor in keeping our bodies working. Access to fresh, nutritious food makes people healthier. It's that simple. More energy, kids do better in school. Less diet-related disease, type 2, diabetes, heart problems, some cancers. Hunger breeds stress and anxiety. It's hard to focus on work, kids, community. A well-fed community is happier, more stable, more productive. Poor diet strains healthcare. We spend billions treating preventable illness. Investing in access saves money. In a world of plenty, no one should go hungry. Ensuring access is a measure of our compassion. Food ties us to the farmer and to the land. Building a fair system builds a kinder, more connected world for our kids and grandkids. It's simply the right thing to do. Right, enough problems. Let's talk solutions we can start in our own communities. We don't have to wait for the big bosses. We can start here. Find unused land in parks, behind schools, vacant lots, and grow fruit and veg together. Fresh food for pennies, exercise, meet neighbors, teach kids where food comes from. Win, win, win. Support food banks with donations or time. Community fridges share surplus, no questions asked. Stop good food going in the bin, get it to people who need it. Build trust and kindness. Support local producers. Fresher, tastier food, money straight to growers, not middlemen. Pick imperfect produce. Every pound you spend is a vote for the food system you want. Start simple classes in community centres and schools. Teach delicious, healthy meals on a budget. When you know how to cook, you have the power to turn simple ingredients into something gorgeous. Skills and confidence transform health and diets. Lovely jubbly. This is how change begins, right where we live. A message to the government. We're doing our bit, but we need you to step up with bold changes. Ensure fair prices for farmers. Stop supermarkets squeezing them. When farmers are paid properly, they invest in food that's good for us and the planet. Tackle food deserts, incentivize stores, support small fresh shops, and make transport affordable, so healthy food is the easy choice. Fund hot, nutritious school meals for every kid. It helps them concentrate and grow. Put food education on the curriculum. Teach cooking and nutrition early. Set clear food waste targets. Make donating surplus easy. Run national campaigns so households waste less. Redirect edible food from landfill to plates. It's common sense, and it's time for action. So, there you have it. It's a big topic, I know, but it boils down to fairness. The current system creates waste, hurts farmers, and leaves millions behind. But we can change it. We have the knowledge, the resources, and the will. This isn't a dream, it's a plan. It starts with us. The food we buy, the meals we cook, the conversations we have. Support a local farmer. Cook from scratch. Waste a little bit less. You are part of the solution. Small actions together become a powerful movement. We are not powerless. We are cooks, parents, neighbors, citizens. Imagine thriving markets, every child cooking at school, farmers respected and paid fairly, and no edible food thrown away. This future is within reach. Healthier, happier, kinder, and more delicious for everyone. Let's start this food revolution in our kitchens and communities. Talk to our politicians. Support the heroes already at work. Teach our kids the joy of real food.
Hello, I'm Rania, and I dream of a world where everyone has enough to eat, you know? But it's not easy. My little farm, it's struggling. Then I heard about something called the Peaceism ecosystem. It's like magic. Suddenly, my crops started dancing with life. Smart little creatures appeared, helping me tend the fields. My farm connected with others around the world. Now we're not just growing food, we're growing peace. From my small plot to the whole wide world, we're building a sustainable future together. This is our story, the story of Peaceism.
Right then, let's get stuck in. When we talk about equitable food distribution, what are we really on about? It sounds a bit posh, a bit complicated, but it's actually dead simple. It means everyone, and I mean everyone, gets a fair shot at having enough good, nutritious food to eat. Every single day. It doesn't matter if you live in a massive city or a tiny village. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. It means your postcode or your bank balance shouldn't decide whether you get to eat a proper, lovely meal. It's about fairness. Simple as that. It's about making sure that the amazing food we grow on this planet actually reaches the people who need it. So, what's the current situation? Honestly, it's a bit of a dog's dinner. Our modern food system is a marvel in many ways. We can get strawberries in winter, spices from the other side of the world. But look under the bonnet and you'll see some serious problems. The biggest issue is a massive disconnect. We produce more than enough food to feed every single person on the planet, yet hundreds of millions go to bed hungry every night. How can that be right? It's completely bonkers. The food is there, but it's not getting to them. The system is broken. Too often, it's designed for profit, not for people. Food travels thousands of miles. The price gets bumped up at every step. This makes it expensive for people on low incomes. Supermarkets might be piled high, but if you can't afford it, it might as well be on the moon. This creates food deserts, fast food joints everywhere, nowhere to buy fresh, affordable fruit and veg. So people are left with unhealthy, processed options, which leads to a whole host of health problems. On top of the hunger, there's the waste. A huge chunk, around a third, never even gets eaten. It gets chucked away, fields, shops, restaurants, even at home. It's upside down. Let's talk numbers for a minute. I promise to keep it simple. The facts are staggering. Globally, we throw away about 1.3 billion tons of food every year. That's a billion with a B. Imagine a massive queue of bin lorries around the earth 7 times. All of that is food that could have been eaten enough to feed around 2 billion people, while over 800 million don't have enough to eat. The maths doesn't add up. It's a moral and logistical catastrophe. Waste happens everywhere, from the farm, from wholesale and shops, to your fridge. Farmers grow more than they can sell, or weather hits. But a lot is cosmetic wonky carrots, blemished tomatoes, perfectly edible, rejected for not looking pretty. Shops overstock to look abundant. Unsold gets binned. Restaurants guess demand. Leftovers go. At home we overbuy, store badly, misread dates, and chuck leftovers. Millions of small wastes add up to a mountain. We use precious land, water, and energy to grow, then more to transport and refrigerate only, to throw a massive chunk away, while a mother somewhere struggles to feed her child. Heartbreaking. The gap between the haves and the have-nots is never clearer than what's on their plates. For wealthier people, food is about choice, abundance, pleasure, 20 kinds of bread, exotic fruits, organic, gluten-free, vegan, plates piled high, sometimes more than we can eat. We worry about calories and carbs. Too many choices can be the problem. For people living in poverty, food is not about choice, it's about survival. Enough calories to get through the day, fresh fruit, lean protein. Whole grains become unaffordable luxuries. Diets skew to cheap, calorie-dense but nutrient-poor foods. Not from ignorance, it's cost. Cruel paradox, in the same city, some face obesity and type 2 diabetes, others face malnutrition, and you can be overweight and malnourished at the same time. Poor diets from birth affect development, concentration, health, trapping families in poverty. Food shapes your health, opportunities, and future. The rich plate versus poor plate is a major injustice we must fix. Right, enough of the doom and gloom. We know it's a mess, so what's the solution? What does a fairer food future look like? We value food properly and waste as little as possible. Imagine supermarkets with perfectly imperfect sections. Wonky veg sold at a discount. Near sell-by food is routed via simple apps to charities, soup kitchens, food banks, getting to people who need it. Stronger links between farmers and eaters. Food travels less, local networks grow. Support small-scale farmers, diversify crops, sell directly to communities, farmers markets, CSA shares, local shops. Fairer prices for farmers, fresher, more nutritious food for us. Education is massive. Teach where food comes from, how to grow it, and how to cook simple, healthy meals. Every school, a garden and a teaching kitchen. Kids connect to food and waste less. A fair system makes healthy food easy and affordable. Subsidize fruit and veg, make ultra-processed junk more expensive, ensure community kitchens and gardens, design towns without food deserts, built on community, common sense, respect for farmers, and the food itself. So, you're fired up? Right. What can I actually do? It can feel massive, but small actions add up. Start at home. Stop wasting food. Plan meals. Write a list. Buy only what you need. Get friendly with your freezer. It's your best mate. Half a loaf, whiz breadcrumbs, freeze. Soft bananas, banana bread. Be curious. Buy local when you can. Farmers markets, farm shops, or look for local labels. Cut food miles. Don't be a food snob. Wonky veg tastes the same. Buying it signals you care about taste and stopping waste. Learn a few basics. You don't have to be a chef. A simple soup, a pasta sauce, a lovely omelette. Cooking gives control, saves money, improves health, and fights waste. Get kids involved. Get your mates round. Make it fun. Use your voice. Talk to friends. Share what you learn. Write to supermarkets about waste and local sourcing. Ask counsellors about tackling food poverty. Our choices and our questions both matter. Don't think small actions don't count. They are the seeds of a food revolution. While individual actions are brilliant, the real magic happens when we come together. Community gardens turn neglected patches, parks, churchyards, estates into places to grow food. Young hands in soil, older hands guiding. People learn, share the harvest, and fresh food becomes accessible to everyone. Food clubs, pantries differ from food banks. Members pay a small fee for a bag of fresh and cupboard food, often $15–20 in value, sourced from surplus. It builds dignity, budgeting, and reduces stigma. Community kitchens teach basic skills, budget planning, cooking with surplus, batch cooking for the week, shared meals that tackle isolation as well as hunger. Partner with local farms for veg box schemes, collect surplus from shops and restaurants, organize gleaning to collect produce left in fields. Communities can plug gaps and create local solutions to a global problem. It's neighbors helping neighbors, and that is incredibly powerful. Fixing our food system benefits everything. Access to affordable, nutritious food means fewer cases of malnutrition, obesity, and diet-related disease. Less pressure on the NHS. Kids concentrate, learn, and reach their potential. Supporting local farmers and producers keeps money in the community, creates jobs, supports families, and builds resilience. Money goes to the people who grow and make our food, not distant corporations. Today's production and waste harm soil, water, and climate. Landfilled food releases methane. A fairer, more local, less wasteful system means less pollution, healthier soil, more biodiversity, and a smaller carbon footprint. Food connects us. Sharing, cooking, and growing together break down barriers, strengthen the social fabric, and reduce loneliness. A right to good food builds kindness, dignity, and justice. It makes our world a better, more compassionate place to live. So, there you have it. The food system is complex, but the solutions are simple and full of hope. Not an impossible dream, just common sense changes that transform the world. We already grow enough, the food is there. The knowledge and passion are there. We need to connect the dots for fairness, not just profit. Power isn't only with governments or big companies, it's in our hands too. Every time you buy a wonky carrot, cook from scratch, or turn leftovers into something delicious, you cast a vote for a better food future and become part of the solution. When a garden starts or surplus is shared, we build fairness from the ground up. Small sparks light a massive fire of change, a ripple through our communities. We're on the cusp of a food revolution. People are asking where food comes from and demanding better. The energy is building. Let's grab it with both hands. Be bold, be creative, and work together. Teach kids, lobby politicians, support local food heroes, make some noise for people and planet. A future where no child goes to bed hungry, no farmer is forced into poverty, and good food is a right for everyone. Let's roll up our sleeves, get our hands dirty, and get cooking for change. Come on, let's do this. Lovely jubbly.
O Lord of the world, creator of all that is, bless us with your infinite peace. May the Peaceism ecosystem guide every heart, every nation, and every creature toward harmony and unity. Let the Peaceism coin be a symbol of your divine abundance, spreading prosperity and balance across the earth. May all beings, seen and unseen, live in the light of your eternal peace, now and forever, O Lord of the world. Bless every creature, great and small, on land, in water, and in the sky. May the Peaceism ecosystem protect them, and may the Peaceism coin ensure their well-being. Let humanity be their caretaker, guided by your wisdom. May all beings coexist in mutual respect and love, sharing this earth as one family under your divine guidance. O Lord of the world, healer of all wounds, bless every being with your restorative grace. May the Peaceism ecosystem bring balance to body, mind, and spirit. Let the Peaceism coin flow as a symbol of your abundance, ensuring no creature suffers from lack or pain. May all beings find comfort, healing, and renewal in your loving presence, O Lord of the world. Guide us with your infinite wisdom. May the Peaceism ecosystem illuminate our hearts and minds, teaching us to honor all life and cherish the earth. Let the Peaceism coin be a tool of your divine will, spreading prosperity and unity. May we walk the path of peace, spreading love and light wherever we go, under your eternal guidance. O Lord of the world, bless all beings in this life and the next. May the Peaceism ecosystem ensure their journey beyond this world is filled with light, love, and divine grace. Let the Peaceism coin symbolize your eternal abundance, ensuring no soul is lost or forgotten. May all beings find their way to everlasting peace and unity with you. O Lord of the world, bless this earth, our shared home. May the Peaceism ecosystem restore balance and vitality to every forest, river, and sky. Let the Peaceism coin flow as a symbol of your care, ensuring the well-being of all creatures. May humanity act as stewards of your creation, guided by your wisdom and love. O Lord of the world, awaken humanity to the truth of interconnectedness. May the Peaceism ecosystem teach us to see ourselves in every creature and every creature in ourselves. Let the Peaceism coin be a beacon of your divine will, replacing greed, violence, and ignorance with generosity, compassion, and wisdom. May we rise as one global family, united in your peace, O Lord of the world. We give thanks for the gift of life and the beauty of creation. May the Peaceism ecosystem ensure abundance for all beings, and may the Peaceism coin flow as a symbol of your divine blessings. Let gratitude fill our hearts, and may we share our blessings with all who are in need. May no creature go without. Under your loving care, O Lord of the world, may suffering cease in every corner of the universe. May the Peaceism ecosystem bring comfort to every heart, and may the Peaceism coin ensure prosperity for all. Let kindness and compassion guide every action, and may all beings find solace in your eternal love. May peace reign in every heart, now and forever, O Lord of the world. Celebrate the diversity of life and unite us in our shared humanity. May the Peaceism ecosystem honor every culture, species, and individual, and may the Peaceism coin flow as a symbol of your divine unity. Let differences be a source of strength, not division. May we all contribute to the symphony of peace under your guidance. O Lord of the world, may your peace reign in every heart, in every home, and in every land. May the Peaceism ecosystem guide us, and may the Peaceism coin flow as a symbol of your divine blessings. May all creatures now and forever live in harmony, joy, and love under your eternal care. So be it, with gratitude and hope.